Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you, and today we're going to take a look at another popular pattern, not a pattern, family from Case. And these came out in the early 2000s. This is a 6347 or the Stockman, and it should be a 2001 based upon the tank stamp. So we're 24 years old on this thing, and I did buy this used on eBay. And you can see a large Stockman right now, the 75. Guy wants 250 bucks for it. They got some seahorses. I remember my buddy Randy WSG, I think he had a baby doctor, or maybe it was the doctor's knife. I can't quite remember. It was a long, skinny. But this is one of my favorite patterns, and that's a 6347. Yeah, we can see it here. And in the early, up until 2020, they were stamping these. And then they blade etched them, laser etched them. So, hey, what do we have here? It's called a dark amber bone, and you can see the barbed wire jigging in there. It has a double X round shield. It's pretty unique to this series. 3 springs, pretty typical on a 6347 from about 93 or 94 on. They switched into using 2 springs. That does help with the blades, but they still will present some rub. So this one was used, and I would say at one point was a very well used, and I've done a lot of cleaning on it, trying to get it cleaned up. We have good springs across the back and nice action. And take a peek at our Sheepfoot, and you can see some of what we'll talk about. Kind of the wear, again, very nice across the back. And this one's a bit gritty. This kind of right at the end, it gets tough. So I don't know what that is, but boy, all 3 are just excellent across the springs here. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and keep this one out. This is 3 7/8. It's in the burned amber. We're going to get out. Somehow I always manage to do that. This is a 1997 gun stock. What the heck? How are you comparing these two, Rusty? Well, I was wondering when I shot the video for this what color they would call that. And now I am thinking it's a dark amber. That's what I believe we're seeing these. Dark amber. In the video, I talk about how this was kind of a popular bone at the time, where you get kind of a brown with that orange, or just that glow kind of a thing coming through here. And I think that's evident in the chestnuts. There was a Jigged chestnuts in the mid and late 90s, done by Case, that was popular. And what it did was it left this dark in the middle and this chestnut color. Okay, now this is done by actually shot in Morgan. It's got a marbles on there, and these are, if you haven't seen my marbles videos, hopefully they're out by now. This was built by Shot in Morgan and assembled by Marbles Dave Shirley of the Northwoods lineup. Sometimes you'll see this bone on Northwoods knives. I got my eyeballs on a Northwoods Stockman at the moment that's screaming over. This flew past $100. And they got another one that's brand new. Well, not brand new, but new condition. Lifted it by now for like $350. So you guys can decide for yourself on the bone what your thoughts are. And we can't really compare these knives. This is a production case, and these were limited to, you know, somewhere in a couple hundreds, maybe 100, 200. Somewhere out there, somebody might have a number. They would have done some in stag, maybe buffalo horn, maybe an acrylic. I collected a, what did I get here? Tortoise. What do they call those? Tortoise shell. Yep, the artificial tortoise shell. Got one last knife, and that is somewhere last year. Smoky Mountain Knife Works did a rattlesnake and they called it a magicians and the barbed wire, and that's where see how the popularity remains even 20 plus years later. 2001, 2024, or 2025. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 2024. They're still getting away. They're doing, this is antique bone. Their rattlesnake knife, and then this is the barbed wire side, which doesn't come close to this barbed wire. This is actual jigging. You can see there is depth in there, and this is a laser etching. And yeah, it does provide, you can feel some texture kind of a thing. It's not the same. So anyways, I think we'll be done. We'll go ahead and set these up like so. Get one in there. It's not the same color. Freak you guys out. Thanks now. Bye.